Hello, this is GWENT, that game I've been banging on about. So, I'm going to show you my deck, and then go to some games. Right, I play the Nyppgaard faction, Blacks, who I don't know anything about The Witcher. I haven't read the books or played the games, but I think they're the bad guys. As I've seen people running away shouting, "Nilf, Nilf!" But it could be they've just spotted an attractive black woman. Now, Gwent's an easy game in that each turn a player plays a card, and then at the end of the round, the player with the highest total points wins. And then the player who wins 2 out of the 3 rounds wins the game. But it's a lot more complicated than that because cards have abilities, which is why I love it, and the Nyppgaard seem to have the best abilities in my opinion. So the core of my deck are these guys, these 3, and what they do is whenever a spy is played, they boost themselves by 2. So obviously spies are important. All my spies are down here. Now a spy is different because you play it on your opponent's side, so you give your opponent's points essentially, but they have great abilities to help you. For example, these guys here, who are quickly becoming my favourite card. You play it on the opponent's side, and then the card to the left of it gets damaged by their base value, which is the white number. You can see in the top corner when this one is 1, for example, but you play it next to the card with 6 and it will do 6 damage. So they're great for wiping out cards that are going to do damage to me or cards I don't want the opponent to have. And of course, because it's a spy, it goes on the other board, so it gives them 1 but boosts my guys by 2. So they're very powerful. They can be very powerful. For example, if they've got a 10 strength, which is the maximum damage they'll do, it will take 9 away from them, because obviously 10 is destroyed, but the 1 remains, and then it'll boost me by 2. So if I got all 3 of these down, I take away their 10, that's 8. That's a lot. I can't do maths, that's a lot. Next is these 3. I have the spies, and what they do is they will draw a bronze card from my deck, 2 bronze cards. Then I get to choose which one and play it immediately. So in a card game, if you get to draw cards from your deck, I think that's very powerful. Again, they give my opponent 2 because they've got a 2 in the corner, but my guys are boosted by 2 to cancel it out, and I get to play another card. So very useful. Here's my other spy, but Joachim, but we'll come back to him later. This is Cantarella. I've got premium, which means it moves, and I love it. As you can see, it gives my opponent 11 strength, which is a lot, but it draws the top card from my deck, any card, gold or silver, and then I can keep it in my hand. I don't have to play it immediately, so I go up a card, so I'll have more cards than my opponent, so it's very powerful. Next we have these guys, and they work kind of similar, but what they do is every time a spy is played, I can damage an enemy by 2, and I can choose. So if I put down a spy, I can play him, and then I can immediately eliminate that spy, removing the 2 points. And as long as they're on the board, that will keep happening. So very, very powerful. I then have these guys, which are my favourite card in the game. And what they do is, I've got premium with them too. Gross. And what they do is they'll resurrect a bronze unit, from the enemy's graveyard, and then I can play it again. So, for example, you pair them up with these, who will be in the enemy's graveyard, and I can play these again, basically. So when they die, when I wipe it out, I can play that again using my medic. But what I actually like to do is steal the opponent's card from their graveyard. It's much more fun when you have your opponent's card on your side of the board working for you. We also have these guys with pair as well with spies, and what they do, I know, it's cool, right? what they do is they'll damage a spying enemy by 7, and if it's destroyed, it'll boost themselves by 4. So again, I can wipe out the spies I put down, as long as their value equals less than 7, and then this card will get boosted. So all my deck is spy orientated. Like all of the cards I showed you so far are to help me win round 1, which is my tactic to win round 1. These cards, they toggle a unit actually doesn't have to be an enemy, but I use them on enemies. It toggles them to make them a spy, which is really helpful because it boosts my guys that get boosted by spies, but also if they've got a card that's a 7 strength, for example, that isn't a spy, I can make it a spy and then kill it with this guy. Pairs really well. And that's all my bronzes, yeah. That's all my bronzes. Silvers. You can have as many bronzes as you like, but you can only have 6 silvers. And my first silver is this guy, Roach. And he's quite simple. Every time I play a gold card, he comes out and adds 4 strength to my side. So any one of these gold cards that I play, he'll just pop out. And so it turns him to an 8. Turns into a 9, etc, etc. Very powerful. Well, it can be really good. Peter is excellent. He will reduce if an enemy's been boosted. So, for example, if they're playing the spies that boost their units, he will remove all that boost, resetting them to what their base value is, which is the white number. So if it was played on him, he would go down to 5. And then it weakens him again by another 3, so he would actually go down to 2. So if, for example, if this guy was boosted to, if an opponent's card of this was boosted to 20, it would take all those points away and put him down to 2. So it can be a very powerful card. So hopefully you can see that actually is one of my favourites. My next silver is this guy here. And what he does is he gives me a choice of 3 spies to play, as you can see. 2 of them I've already shown you, the assassin who destroys an enemy, the emissary who gets me another card, and the ambassador who boosts a card, an ally card on my side by 12. So he just gives me options if I need to make up a few more points. It's really good. Again, to play with spies. All of my deck is spy oriented, as I keep saying. Next is this lady, who I haven't got just because she's got a black cat, but that did help me in choosing her. And what she does is she will, when I play her, she will bring up my deck and my opponent's deck, their graveyard, where the cards go when they die, and then I can shuffle 2 cards from either graveyard back into the deck that they belong to. So, for example, all the cards that are in my opponent's graveyard, I can look through them all. If I don't want them to have something in their graveyard because they might resurrect it, I can shuffle it back in. But what I really use her for is when I've played Roach, who's come out with my gold card and then he's died, I can shuffle him back in and then I get to play him again. So if I've played one of my golds on round 1, Roach has come out, I can put him back in, and then next time I play a gold card on round 3 or round 2, for example, it comes out again, so I get to use him twice. I get to use this card twice, which not everyone gets to do unless you've got her to shuffle him back in. But another little sneaky thing to do. I'm having trouble speaking, so I give myself tongue twisters. Good idea, eh? Is I shuffle one of these guys back in, who, if you remember, they'll be boosted by 4 because they would have killed a spy. So now will be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I shuffle them back in. So now they're a 9, and when I play them again and they kill a spy, they'll go up by another 4, so up to 13. So again, gets not quite double, but more value out of this card from shuffling the one back in, which is really good. My last silver is Joachim, who we touched on when we were looking at the spies, but again, we'll come back to him later. My next card is this gold here. First of the golds. You can tell the colours because of the edges. Look, it's got a gold edge, you might have noticed. It's got a silver edge, bronze, etc. So, what he does is he will repeat my leader's ability. Now in this case, my leader is in the bottom left down there, and my leader draws the top 3 cards from my deck, and then I get to play one. So I get to see what cards are coming up, and I also get to choose one to play immediately. And he will do that again, so I get to see the top 6 cards in my deck. I get lots of information, and I get ways to draw more cards, and I think that's the most important thing in the card game. So he's really good. Next, we have Zoltan, the dwarf, animal tamer, and what he does is he's got these parrots you can see down the right hand side. Oh, the cards move when you move the controller. How cool is that? And he's got those 2 parrots there. One of them boosts 2 units to either side of it by 2, so I can put that on my side obviously when I've got a row lined up, and it boosts them all. Or I can put it on the opponent's side, which is what I use it for mostly, and it damages all of the enemies by 2. So when I've lined up all my spies, say, and there's a lot of units on there, I can demolish them all with this by putting the parrot on there. The parrot counts as a spy, so it boosts my spy buffers as well. So I can easily turn the game back in my favour if I'm falling behind. He's excellent. Menno's quite interesting. He would just completely remove a spying enemy from the board. So if, for example, I've played this 11 strength, I can actually destroy him and take the 11 strength away from the ally. Or what I like to do is pair him up with this guy, the infiltrator, who, if you remember, turns an enemy into a spy. So if they buffed a guy to something ridiculous, 25 points or something, I can make him that person they've buffed a spy, and then immediately get rid of him with this guy. So again, quite powerful, quite good for turning the tides back in my favour. All the cards I've shown you so far are in my designer to use round 1 to win me the round, or round 2, even though I don't intend to win round 2, but I want my opponent to have no cards left, or very few cards left for round 3, because I can win round 3 with just 1 card, which is this guy. And what he does is he will let me pick any spy, so it brings up all my spies, and I can choose which anyone I want and play it. And what I tend to do is play him. Hopefully I've shuffled Roach back in, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points to me straight away. Then I play Joachim, who we've held on till last, and what he does is he's a spy, so he goes on the opponent's side, giving them 5 points. But he will play the top bronze or silver unit from my deck and boost it by 10. Now, obviously that means any card that's on the top of my deck, a bronze or silver, will come out and play straight away on the board, and that'll be boosted by 10. And hopefully that works out to be this guy, who's been round once already, so he's up to 9. He then goes up to 19, and then I kill that Joachim, who I've just shown you, because obviously he's 5, and that card does 7 damage to a spy, boosting this guy again by another 4, making like a 25, I think I've got him up to before, strength card, which 25 plus the 9 I've got from hopefully Rain Farm and Roach is a huge play for the 3rd round, especially if they've only got 1 or 2 cards. They can't keep up. So yeah, that's my plan. And I'd say it's like a 50-50 win rate, which is where it's supposed to be, I think. Yeah, I'm quite pleased. I'll show you some games and hopefully get a win, or I'll just keep playing until I get a win and then show you that one and pretend it's my first one.
Mead! More mead!
Okay, against the purples.
I forgive you. This time.
Right. Okay, I don't seem to have any spies, which is not good. Okay, well the medics are good because I can go for their graveyard. There's still no spies. Okay, that's fine. It's not the best draw, but hopefully we can get one with my leader. If not, we'll have to just pressure him as much as we can this round and win the next round. So, I've got no way of drawing more cards. You see, I really wanted my emissaries, 2 strength spies. but at least we won the coin toss because he has to go first, which is always bad news for him. Oh, I don't want to go first. Right, he's discarding, so he's going to send 3 of those cards to the graveyard now. Do you see it? Yeah, his graveyard's gone to 3.
Just standing here.
Now those 2, when they go, they come straight out, and he boosts every time he's resurrected, but he has to actually physically resurrect him. So, quite a strong first play from him. 12 points in 1 card is not bad, is it? So, I've got to do my leader and see what I get. Now this will also show me what's coming up next. Okay, so I'm going to get those 2 silver, and there we go. Alright, so we have got one. See if we can get
a shame
one of my soldiers. Okay, well, never mind. We use a brigade and at least get a boost. And now I've got one of my spies in his graveyard, so I can always do my medic and get that out to try and get myself more cards. So that's not bad actually. Also, I've overtaken him. Perfect. See, I'm not, because we won the coin toss, I'm not too worried because we're always going to be the card ahead, you know. Oh, great! That's why I want more cards. Yeah, see, so the pressure's on him to keep up rather than me, which is nice. Okay, so I'd like to save my medics really because I could take the cards he's boosted out of his graveyard, which might come in handy. Yeah, equalised. Still a card up, so that's good. There we go. Okay, so he'll go up now. You see, I'd like him to keep resurrecting that guy, because then I can steal it. But if I damage it now, he might be aware of that and stop me. So maybe I shouldn't do it right away. But yeah, that 11 strength, I got my eyes on that. I want that to be mine. This is my plan, I think. So the idea would be to get him to keep bringing it back out and getting it stronger and stronger. He does all the work to get that card stronger, which then I'm then going to steal. Alright. Yeah. Okay, so he's not going to get buffed anymore. I think if I get another card out, I might be able to get another one of my soldiers, which would be good. So, let's see, get another spy.
A shame
I position him in between his cards, so he has to boost mine as well, you know. Like, always get rid of their leader, it hurts him. And then I think I want to get rid of my spy so I can res him again, but I do want to save my medic for his card, but maybe just in case of emergency. Oh, that lock guy did frickin' hurt me. I think that was the smartest thing to do. Now I've got another way to get a card in his graveyard, you know. Is this another discard, is it? Okay, what did he just... Oh, okay, here. Fine. So we check their graveyard when they discard, but that one came out. You see, because there's only my card in there now. Maybe I should... I do want to kill that 11 strength so he brings it out again and boosts it for me. So maybe I should start on that. He's too strong for me to take out in one go, but if I can start on him.
Double chase.
Hopefully... Oh, Roach. Yeah, I always forget about Roach. Right. Yeah. See, I'm buffing and damaging now. So, quite strong, quite pleased. Right. Let's see what he does, and then I can always use my infiltrator and then use Menno to kill that card. Okay, so he's going to damage me now. Yeah, okay. So I can't keep damaging him now. He got a bit sick of him, I think. He did lose quite a good card to do that, though, I think. So I'm quite pleased with that. I can... Yeah, I can whip out of him. I don't have to use Menno. Okay. There we are. I would like... Of course, if he reses him, he's going to be stronger. Which is, okay, he is...
Nothing like some
He
overseas
goes for Gen,
plundering in spring.
14. You see, he is...
No door is closed.
I'm going to keep killing him, but he is going to... Every time he reses him, he is obviously going to be stronger, but... Which is obviously bad for me because of the moment, because I kind of want to take him... As long as I time it right and take him before he revives him, I should be okay. But now I can kill him with Menno, which will put him in the graveyard again.
I can do a great deal.
Oh, that changes one of my cards to a useless card. Right. Well, if he's got another res, he will win this round, but then I can always win the second round, I hope. But either way, I think I've got to get rid of that card because it's so strong, isn't it? It's got so much power. So we hope he doesn't revive it, but even if he does, he's helping us later on. If he doesn't revive it, I might... See, I might get it out of his graveyard now, or play Cantarella. And get myself a card, and therefore go up a card. Go up by 2 cards and just sort of forfeit this round. So see what he does. Oh! Well, that was dumb if you ask me, because now I've got 5 cards. And he's got 4, and I'm ahead. So if he wants to catch up, he has to go down again. I'm just going to pass. Okay, you can take it, mate, if you want it. It's up to you. It's up to you. Yes. Okay, up a card and won the round. That is a good position. Right. Okay. Okay, excellent. Got a way of getting more cards. Probably... Okay. Maybe I should have swapped there, but let's see what we get now.
No one can hide from me.
You see, I put 11 points on his side, obviously I got 0, but... Do I want this card? I've got more spies left, haven't I? So I can always get them out. Yeah, I've definitely got more spies because I hardly got any. So I think I will send this back and get another card, which... Okay, perfect. Right. Yeah, so because he has to win this round or else he's lost the game, he has to keep going, you know? So I can just keep putting cards down, making him spend all his cards. I have no intention of winning this round, but the goal is to get him to use all his cards. Okay, what did he do there? Discard more. So he put in another one of them and one of them. Okay. So he's... Okay. He's still got my card in there I tend to steal, which is now 15. Okay. So... Let's see if we can get my soldier going to boost. Because I've only got 5 cards, surely he's going to be one of them. Oh, okay.
Please
Do it
wait,
again.
Your Excellency. I'm falling
Nice.
behind.
Oh, now he's, because I played that spy twice, he's going to cost even more.
You folk lack.
12. 1 card, 12. He's ahead like quite a bit. If I let him get too far ahead, you know that I'm bluffing. You see, so I have got to. You still got to keep the pace, even though you don't intend to win. So 10 points behind, which is because I gave him 11, but I've got to catch up a little bit. Oh. Oh, he's took that card. Oh no, does he know what I'm going to do? Has he thought ahead? I can't take it from him if it's not in his graveyard, you see.
I will prove my
dear.
worth.
What on earth? What is this? What is this? What's he done? Oh no, he isn't that. Oh, he put it... Okay, so he's got those cards that buff themselves by the cards you discard. Fine. But at least my guy is back in there. Okay. So before I play him, I've got to play her because I can get Roach out again, you see, get myself some more points. And I have got a brigade in there to buff. stuff. So yeah, I think do this. I think.
If magic dies, this world dies with it.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so roach and yeah.
Stars are all the trophies I need.
So now I'm ready for my third round. You see, I'm ready to get that brigade out to damage him.
As you wish.
Okay, right there he is. Right.
I never
I
miss.
want to save my Brigader, see. Okay, and we know we've got Brigader come out next, and Peter was next. Peter's not so good. Oh, that's the third one, okay. If he plays, yes, it boosts him even more. He boosts him even more. That is good news. Oh, he's got... Right, see if we can bluff him into thinking I can kill him again. I've got to be careful now, because he'll rocket heads. This will be his... Okay, we've got to get him to play all of those if we can, because obviously they're quite strong. So let's buff this guy, so I want to keep the others. Right, hopefully, you could call my buff and pass here, but hopefully he plays his last card. Yes. Oh, we made him play both of them. Okay, let's just pass. No cards, he's won the round, look, he's got no cards, I've got 2. He'll get 1 and have to play it, so as I'm pretty sure we won this one. It would be good to get him out with my leader of my silver there to show you that Peter's not so... Oh no, I suppose he has got that buffing guy. Right, he's got the big guy he's been buffing. The third one, see, he's played 2 in the last round, that was really good. Let's go for my buddy. Where is he? Where is he? The one you've been buffing for me? Thank you again for this, by the way. We don't even have to play our last cards. Perfect. Nope, don't even play him. He knows I've won. See? Smart, right? First game and won. Wow.